Let's get this bread. Okay. Solve each system by substitution. Hooray!
Hooray.
Obviously, you guys, as usual, need to show your algebraic steps. There will be 3 points for each problem for your steps and only 1 point for the written answer. Okay, any questions about that? Okay, let's get started. Would you like to help us with number 1? Okay, go ahead.
You put the y equals x1, you substitute the y on top for x minus 1.
Okay, so what he said was, since we know that y is equal to that, then we can, instead of writing y up here, we will write x minus 1. So we will end up with x minus 1, except I'll write a little neater. X minus 1 equals to
Negative 3x minus 33.
Good. And this is a your yard, my yard. Get out of my yard! Plus 3x. Now, the reason we changed the sign. Now, by the way, when I was working with students that were like redoing their tests because they missed it and stuff, I noticed they would skip writing this down. It really helps to write it. And you can write plus 3x on both sides. That way you know you have to change the sign. Alright? It helps to show your work. Alright, here we go. Superstar, co-star, extra. Read all about it.
For the x rating plus 1 and then plus 1 and then that cancels out and then negative 33 to negative 32 and then it's divided by 4x
Negative 32. Oh yeah.
Let me shrink this so that we're not all squished here. Okay. Squished. There we go. Okay. So x equals to negative 8. Alright?
And then, we're not done.
We're not done!
And then you can, I just figured the second one because either y equals negative 8 minus 1.
Right, so we need to put this x inside. Y equals negative 8 and negative 1, which makes negative 9. Now, you're not going to leave your answer like this. You have to write it as an ordered pair. Negative 8, comma, negative 9. Now, let's say that you're on, when you were on this problem on your homework, you would check it on Desmos. So, since you won't have Desmos on the test, is there any way you can check it?
Graph it.
Yeah, that's one way. What would be another way? Substitute. You're right. Now, when you but what do you mean by substitute? Yeah, and if it substitutes, you'd have to do it in both equations to make sure it makes both of them true. I'm not going to do it now, though, because I don't want to run out of time on our YouTube video. Yeah, probably on the test, too. You might want to wait till you finish all the problems, because if you get whole numbers, you'll probably are right if you don't have fractions. Moving on, moving on. Anyone want to do number 2? I do, Mr. Pass. All right. So what is y equal to? Negative 4x minus 22. Who else? What is y equal to?
Negative 4x minus 22.
Awesome. Alright, here we go. So, I'm going to put that inside where? Where the y is. So, negative x plus 9 parentheses, negative 4x minus 22. Most common mistake is that students leave the y still here. If you're substituting, then the y is gone because it's instead of the y. Alright? First step? Distribute. Yeah, which is multiply. So 9 times negative 4, right? 9 times negative 22, I don't know. I could do it, I could do a shortcut though. So 10 times 22 is 220, and then we just subtract 22. So it's 198. Am I right?
Yes.
Have you got, who's done it on a calculator already or something? Anybody?
Wait.
Okay,
Yes.
she checked me. Alright, now combine like terms. Negative 37x minus 198 equals 24. Ooh, that's a super circle structure. Woo!
Woo!
Yes! Like Mickey Mouse. That's right! That's right! 24, here we go. We add it together and we get 21 here. 2. Hey, looky there. Negative 37x equals.
Oh, 6. No, we divide 6. Negative. Upside down 9.
Is that correct? Is it 6?
Yeah.
Because I haven't. Yeah, you're right.
Yay.
That's a big number, man. I can't do that in my head.
Use the calculator.
All right, so it's negative 6.
Oh, wait, Mr. Pat?
Negative 6.
Mr. Pat?
Yes.
I got a question. Do you edit your videos?
Only if I have. Usually not. No.
This is DIY. Wait, is this a Q&A?
Okay, so negative 6. Shh. All right. So negative 6. So which one's easier to substitute? The first equation? I think the first one's easier. So let's put it inside there. So negative x means we're going to do the opposite of negative 6. Plus 9y equals 24.
Positive 6.
Positive 6. So we've got positive 6. So we're going to do supercircle structure. You know what? I'm going to write this on the side here. So that we... Actually, I'm not going to write it. I'm going to move it. Don't you wish you could do that on your paper?
What?
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't.
Oh, well.
That's what we have in this called.
Oh, come on. My computer was being weird. No! Oh, man.
But that's outside the recording range.
No, I'm going to move. Watch. Hey!
Oh.
Okay, there we go. So, superstar, co-star, extra. Subtract 6 on both sides. Okay, good. So we don't write our answer like that. We need to write it like negative 6 comma 2. And be careful that you don't write them out of order. The x has to go first. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's have somebody help me on number 3. Somebody else, come on. Somebody help me with number 3, please. Okay, how do we do this, young lady? Okay, she's exactly right. So the 8s cancel out, they eliminate. And what do we end up with now? We've got negative 14, and positive 7. Negative 7, good. So negative 7y equals 2. Well, we have to subtract those. So that's 14. Negative 14. Okay, now what? Yeah. Y equals a positive 2. See? Not so hard. And now what do we do? Yeah, we have to put y inside, right? So which one do we want to use? The bottom one. Okay, so we're going to put it in there. Negative 8x plus 7 times 2 equals negative 42. Negative 8x plus 14 equals negative 42. So it's a lot of algebra here, right? Okay, negative 8x equals negative 56 divided by negative 8 divided by negative 8. X equals to 7. Okay, what's our final answer, young lady? 7 comma 2. Excellent. She did it right. She put the X first. Let's give her a hand. We're brave. A brave young lady. Okay. Now somebody else. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, peoples. So, the first step on our visual instructional plan is what? You guys know? Try to simplify by looking for stuff we can divide by. So, if you look carefully on number 3, Mr. Bryce, pay attention. If we look carefully at number 3, we did not simplify first. Now, actually, in this problem, it would be a bad idea to simplify first. Why is that? That's right, because 8 is already going to cancel. So if you divide, you would be like, oh, now I have to multiply. So if it's already going to cancel, then you don't want to simplify. Okay? But now we definitely do. Cameron, help us out. Correct. Okay. By 12. Not only by 6. Very good. So we're going to divide that by 12, and we get?
5.
Wait. The bottom one. Negative 5x minus 3y equals negative 3. Okay, cool. Now we've got negative 40x on top minus 24y equals negative 31. Okay, now what? Okay, yeah, now we need to cancel one of them, right? So he says we're going to multiply the bottom by negative 8. So that, why are we multiplying it by negative 8, sir? Okay, we want them to eliminate. So this is going to become 40 and negative 40. Right? So we practiced that for an entire day. Negative 8. So times negative 8, what do we get?
40x.
Positive 40x. So 8 times 3, everybody? 24. All right. 8 times 3, everybody?
24.
24. Okay, good. So let's just cross this out because we don't really need to use that. Well, you know what? You might want to look at it. I'm just going to use a shortcut, though. Why not? I'm going to copy and paste this negative 40 because I feel like it. Don't you wish you could? Oh, well. Ooh. I don't think it got every single little line, but I've actually never done that on a system, on a video, but it's pretty fun. Okay, there we go. So negative 40x minus 24y. See, it lost a couple little marks, but that's okay. Minus 24y. Okay, good. So we see that they're both going to do what? Eliminate, yes. Okay, so they're gone. So what's on the left side? 0 equals to?
7.
Negative 7. So we know that that's a false statement. So therefore, there is absolutely no solution. What if I ask you what those would graph like? Parallel lines. So you need to write that out. You would need to say, I think I'm going to put that on the test for some of these. Parallel lines. I'm going to put a little extra question on there. Okay, no solution means they would graph as parallel lines. And never touch. Like middle school people. Are not allowed. How dare you. Alright, did I move too fast or can I move? Hey, so, who's going to help me out on this one?
I will do Mr. Pass.
Okay, Matthew, help us out.
Woo! Okay.
It's mindful.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna simplify the top one.
Dividing by?
Yes, by 3.
Good job.
Yes. Good math.
Okay, and we get 4x.
3y, wait, 3y, and 7.
Good. What about the bottom one?
You leave it alone,
Because you cannot divide by anything. Okay, negative
Word
9x,
from God.
negative 5y equals negative 21. Okay, so which one do you want to try eliminating? The x's or the y's?
The 10.
both. Why?
The y's. Okay, so that means we have 3 and 5. So if we look for a common, least common multiple, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, there's nothing lower than multiplying them by each other. All right? Are they already different signs or same sign?
Different signs.
Different signs, so we don't need to worry about multiplying by a negative. But this top one is going to need to be multiplied by what, Matthew?
5.
5. And the bottom one, everybody? 3. Awesome. So 20x plus 15y equals 35. Negative 9x. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to multiply. Okay, 3 times 9.
27.
3 times 5.
15. Negative 15.
Okay, and 3 times 21.
Negative 63.
Negative 63. Good. All right, so these 15s are going to cancel. Eliminate. Why am I saying cancel? Eliminate. That's the better word.
It's the same word.
Negative 7x equals negative something.
Negative
28?
Yeah.
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 All right. Okay, we got x equals to 4. And that is correct. I looked on my answer sheet and everything. Okay, now remember, when you divide it, usually you get lower numbers, so it's better to use that one when we're going to substitute. All right, so let's put it inside here. 4 times 4?
16.
That is correct.
Yes.
All right, 4 times 4, so we got 16 plus 3y. No, it's negative 9. And then we divide by 3. Y equals negative 3. Okay, 4 common negative 3. Alright, so, for instance, this one's going to make a super huge difference. What can we divide by, Alexa, on the top one?
7. 2.
I agree. Pick a color, any color. Pink. Okay, so pink. Divide by 7. What do we get, Alexa? Okay. And what do we divide by on the bottom, Catherine? Divide by 5.
So negative 5x plus 7y plus 1.
Good. So that means we get 0 equals to 0. What is that?
That's
Infinite solution.
Yeah. Well, that's
So it's not all real numbers, but it is infinite solutions. Just like x plus y equals 5, there are an infinite number of solutions, but it's not any real number. So it's infinite solution.
Have you ever used theory and asked what's 0 divided by 0?
Yes, but we're not doing that right now, but thank you. Okay, are we ready to move on? Can I move on? Matthew, you remember doing these right now?
Yeah.
The ones that cancel, that they both eliminate? All right. So number 7 and 8 are the same thing, just more practice. You're going to do that at HOME.
Homework.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, so number 9, we're going to finish number 9 and 10 if we have time. No, you can come in at lunch and look at it with me if you need to. I want to do these two. the value of two numbers. So their sum is 139. What do I put? Anybody?
X plus Y. 2.
X plus Y equals 139. The sum.
Oh.
You guys should know this. And the difference is 27. What do we write?
Y equals.
X minus Y equals 27. Riddle me this, Batman.
Yeah.
Or all of Gotham City explodes.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can solve it. 2x, right? Because we're adding 1 plus 1.
Yes.
Don't forget that. So we get 6. 266 divided by 2.
I got one.
Oh, you're right.
Wait, no.
That's because you're right and I'm wrong. I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. So that's 83. Okay? X equals to 83. And then we know that 83 plus Y equals to 139. So we subtract 83. Y equals, that's correct, 56. So we should test our answer, right? We should say, the two numbers are 56 and 83. They add up to 139, yes. And the difference is 27, yes. Magic.
Boom.
The magic of math, yo.
Dog.
Yo. My new thing, saying yo all the time. The county fair is a popular field trip. Hooray for the county fair! Where they fry butter. Deep fried butter. Okay.
And peanut butter and jelly.
This year,
Butter on butter.
now one of the tricks to these word problems is to look ahead and see what they're asking for, because you're going to need to make your variables what the unknowns are. In other words, what they're asking for. So yes, it's part of the problem. You have to define your variable. You have to say let V equal number of students in each van. Right? Why is that so funny? Yeah, I actually did think that too. That is negatory. Not a good thing. Okay, kids, you know not to go in vans, right? Unless it's a school trip and there's official school people there.
What if it's just where the school people are like actual people? Yeah.
Okay, what if we don't talk about that anymore? Okay, let B equal number of students in each bus. Okay, so 14V plus 1B equals 137. The other one is 7V plus 11B equals 478. Ooh. 7V plus 11B equals 478. Okay, so therefore we're going to have to, let's see, can we simplify any of these? Nope. No, it's 11B. 1B and 11B. So that means we're going to have to multiply one of these. Oh, let's multiply this one times 2, times negative 2. And that way we get negative 14B, V, negative 22B.
956.
Thank you. Negative 956.
Yeah.
Okay? And then 14B plus 1B equals 137. Okay. And then negative 21B equals, so we got to do the math there. We need to subtract. What is it? 800 what? Okay, 819 and divided by 21? 39. Okay. Good. So the bell's going to ring, but it worked out. 39. Then you got to finish it. You guys have an amazing day. Study hard for this test.
I will study so hard.
37, right?